Are you ready?
Hey guys, I am back with videos. Yeah, it's been way too long. I have this like anxiety about the channel and not putting videos out. It was to the point where it's like, yeah, every day I think I gotta do a video, I gotta come up with a video. And sometimes it's hard to get the content, sometimes it's hard to find the time. Sometimes we are in Hawaii, so I was there for 10 days, had a great trip. But I have a video for you today, as the title suggests. This is Rachel Smythe's comic called Lore Olympus. Sorry, butchered that, didn't I? Lore Olympus. I bought this on Target. We were in Target, and I saw this book. This was a webtoon. This was like a web comic. And I just went like this. Oh, I kind of want this. And I paid, almost $30 for this, which, I'm kind of crazy. I don't do that. But I was inspired by this. I kind of felt like it's pretty cool. Del Rey's the publisher, of course, because it gets the big wide distribution. If you are a web comic creator, or just any kind of comic creator, and you can get your work seen by editors and approved and published by the Pantheon Group, Del Rey, all these, the Random House comic dudes, all those little imprints that do comics, that is the ticket, okay? Nimona, all these, like, not just girls, but all these, like, web people or just comic creators that get the big push to get outside of the local comic shop, which we love. We've got 3 of them here in this town, which is silly. We love the local comic shop, but to get out of that little niche market into the freaking Targets of the world, now you're talking. This girl, Rachel here, probably has like a HBO deal, or, she's probably developing 2 animations right now, because that's how you do it. And, yeah, dude, that's the game. Let's turn the camera over. Let's check this out. I think there's some really fun things here. I like it definitely has a heavy animation, I want to say not Pixar, but just the animation kind of style of digital art. Reminds me a little bit of like what Plastic Man, what Kyle Baker has done with some of his work. But yeah, this is a la mode right now, and it's actually pretty good. So let's turn it over and check it out. Let's do it. Hello, everybody. We are here. Isn't this fun? It's been a couple months, I think, even. Oh my gosh, where has the time gone? Okay, so let's take a look at this. I mean, as I mentioned, I got sucked in. I looked at it. I was like, "What is this about?" And I don't know if I'm interested enough to get volume 2, although I'll be very frank. I'm so damn picky. But I did enjoy it. I didn't love it, but I bought it, so it sucked me in to buy it at least. Okay, Rachel Smythe. I don't know her from Adam, but this has been a webtoon or webcomic for a while. So does it have issue numbers? I'm not seeing it. It might be somewhere. Talks about mental abuse, sexual trauma, toxic relationship. I'm like, okay, this is like going to be kind of hardcore. And I'm going to be very, you're listening to a guy in his 40s who's been reading comics since the 80s talk about a new comic that a young woman has written. I'm actually making an assumption. I don't know the age of Rachel. She could be my age. So I'll just say as a woman. This does have a very strong female kind of viewpoint. That's not a strength or a weakness, but it is reality that you definitely get a look at the way women, or at least these characters, kind of like see themselves in that perspective. I think that's kind of fun. So let's just start off here. I mean, basically, this is what got me I really like her page compositions. I love the colors. I love the digital texture. I mean, this is super digital. You know, I don't know if she's using Photoshop probably or Manga Studio. I doubt it. But whatever she's using, I love the little like watercolor textures. There are times when I think maybe there is some analog watercoloring happening, and then she is scanning that in. Because sometimes it's just so good. I'm like, wait a minute, that looks like that probably is actual watercolor. But I love this. I love the perspective, the car, the coloring. This is really well done. This right here. This is what got me. It's just enough understanding and detail of what's going on, but it's still got this abstract elements to it that just really sing to me. And then you have something like this where you have multiple panels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but done in a way that just has a really cool artistic look to it. I mean, she could have put this panel there, and it could bang, 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 and that went full, but she didn't. She, decided to leave us hanging here for a moment, and then we go here, close up. We've actually switched persons, so now we've got her, which is Hades' like ex-girlfriend or kind of side piece, and so this looks kind of cool, very kind of stylized, very sexy, great colors. And then we go here, and I'm like, okay, I like the use of the white space, the gutter. This is really fun. This here, the big bleed out. It just is really cool. Also, you have these great contrasting blue, cold, Hades with a very warm, hot, sensual female, the dark elf or whatever she is. And then you have kind of fun stuff like this. I think when you don't care about page count and you can just like be expansive, I think one of the advantages of doing digital comics and like web comics is you can just take your freaking time, I feel like, and with the art, just really let it breathe. Where I think sometimes because of physical comics have to be in a certain format, 22 pages and blah, 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 that you have to be really precious with your pages. And sometimes I think creators might feel pressure not to do something like this and be like, okay, I got to get more story in this page. That was a long way to say I think it's cool. So we meet some characters, just really cool. There's basically a kind of a modern love story triangle, with Persephone, Hades, all the kind of Olympian characters. Hermes is in here, Zeus, all these things, Hera. But I like the color. This is cool too. I just like all this stuff. This is the main character. I think her name is Persephone, if I recall. But that's just really cute. Big eyes, big kind of, I'm going to say, I want to say anime influenced, but it's more just like modern animation, right? Is the way this is with these no black lines, kind of like cut out shape kind of vibe, exaggerated face, super cutesy, great colors, and a bunch of filters of like little effects. I also like these things, these little like moments of the like next issues. And she's not saying issues, she's called them episodes. So it already has got that animation kind of, I mean, for all we know, this woman works at, Pixar as a storyboard artist, and this is a side gig, right? That happens a lot. A lot of those animation guys, or just other creative people, have the day job, but then at night they come out with a comic, and so she could be already in the world of animation, or maybe she's like concept artist. I don't know. I'm just going with animation because it feels a little bit like that. There's just great little moments here. Great acting on the page. Great facials, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, just really neat little effects. This is really nice too. So I just felt this was really kind of a cool. Also, you've got these like little splatters of stuff. This is a really nice little moment here too. Visually, I was just really kind of turned on by it and felt that it was definitely worthy of getting and kind of studying and looking at. You know, I like this kind of stuff, the kind of cute little, again, get that little animation, kind of gags and stuff. Little Japanese animated, perhaps. This is kind of fun. The little images of social media, which is kind of in everyday life now. And visualizing that is, I think, kind of necessary now. And sometimes it could be a challenge how to execute on that. So this is the book. I mean, I think it's pretty cool visually. Like this here. This feels like a real page. I mean real page, but just like this feels like this could have been an actual paper. See this little bit of texture there? That feels like arches or some sort of watercolor texture. Now she could have imported she could have scanned in that texture and multiplied on it. Or this is actual scanned watercolor. I don't know. I would love to interview her. I want to start doing interviews. That's the next level of this freaking channel. It's just, it's a lot of work. There's some technical, like, things I have to figure out how to do. And I just don't know if I want it. I mean, it's like, it just is a lot more work. But I think if I want this to grow faster, I think I got to do it, right? This too, by the way, really pretty colors. Yeah, I just love the color. I mean, just great storytelling in here. There's just really fun stuff. So, there you go. That's it. I think it's great. I think it's fun. I would totally check it out. Clearly, I bought it, and that's my take. So let me know what you think. If there's something specific you think I should be looking at, reviewing, let me know. I also want to do other things besides book reviews. So if you have other suggestions or content you want me to talk about, or my process, or some of the things I'm working on, I'm happy to do that too. Okay, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.